You can't sleep at night.
You're muted.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 7 or 8 of Celebrity Sunday. Doge, which episode is it?
50.
Oh, wait. It's episode 6. I'm way in the future. You all failed this fucking test. Anyway, so I just went for a little walk and it kind of got crazy. And I kind of want to show you guys what happened to me and do like a replay. But first, I have to announce the Board of Love. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anyone, but these were my top donors this week who made it possible, like keeping the cats fed, keeping the ass fat. I really appreciate it. Keeping the Newports flowing while I am applying for jobs. So I really appreciate it on the Board of Love. And our celebrity of the week is CycleMan90. And I think chatter of the week is going to go for St. Elmo because they are lit and have been up in this chat every freaking episode. So I really do appreciate it, you guys. Because when I first started streaming again, I had no one here. So even though it's not a ton of people, there's a huge difference between having no one and some people. So as long as there's some people, I'm A-okay with that. I know the Thorps are probably restreaming me because they have no content, even though they're driving all the way to see Lilo, the conservative simp.
So awful.
Well, what's up, Doge? How are you feeling? Where's the cam? You not camming up today?
Oh no, like I kind of look like shit.
Dude, I feel you. I was like trying to fix myself up real quick for the Oh, but anyway, so when I went to get my like Red Bull and cigarettes, this car of like two men pulled up to me and were like trying to get me like into the car with them. It was basically like an attempted human trafficking. So I kind of want to. Did you see that when it happened live?
No.
This just happened like 20 minutes ago, but we can
Oh,
rewatch.
wow.
Crazy. Yeah, and I don't experience fear in like the normal way that I used to, so I probably should have like not popped off on them, but whatever. They're not gonna. They look like low-level pimps, you know, and they read me right. I was a junkie, you know, so that they're getting that energy from me, and it is accurate. It's like we have sensors for each other. The junkie senses the dealer senses the junkie. It's like a sixth sense. Speaking of, I need a sixth sense to find lighters. Boom. Thank you. Hey, we got our favorite little Furby. I don't know. Are you ready to come up, Melanie? Hey. Ooh, I like the background.
I should be. Also, well, this background is just getting started.
Well, I just like it. It was like black and white, like moving. It seems cool.
Also, what were you gonna kick me if I wasn't immediately ready? It's like
Yeah, I was gonna
impatient.
kick you to the curb. Everything has to happen on my terms. Even though I was 10 minutes late, I apologize, but I literally was almost human trafficked, and then I had to go for an emergency cat food run. So thank you
Okay, I
guys
see.
for helping out with that. Oh, that looks so cool. So I want to see if I was potentially, if we think these guys were trying to pimp me or what. Like, this literally just happened. So
This is probably the only way. Like, they're in their mind, it's like get car, hook up with girl, and they never learned any of the steps in between, right? So they're just like, we have to get girls in our car, otherwise we'll never get laid.
well,
this
it
is-
looks like they were offering me money and like trying to like be like, hey, we have tons of money, get in the car. They were being so sketchy. But let's watch this back and see if we think I was human trafficked or if they were just trying to get laid. Like,
The sketchiest part is that like there's so many like 16-year-old girls who look like they're over 18, and they're just doing this randomly to people they don't know.
Okay, all right, shut up. Okay, let me get to the part where I was almost trafficked. It's like towards the end, it was mad weird. But luckily I was like filming all of it because I was like, am I like what's going on right now? It was like I was outside. No, it was before. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can you guys see it and hear it? Oh, wait, let me edit this.
No.
I can't see or hear anything.
Okay, I'm adding it. Percent share screen. Here we go. What are you talking about, real man? Cool. Wow, look at the quality of these streams I do. What's up? Look, this is it.
They're great because you're in them.
Aw. What's up? No, I'm just going for a walk. No, I'm good. Thank you, guys. I'm good. Then he gets no, I don't got anymore. Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good, guys. That's his arm around me. It's weird to go straight physical. I'm just going. Oh, that's awesome.
So,
Yeah, you want to give me money for nothing? I'll take a down payment. So I thought I could maybe finagle them for like $20 or something. I'm just kidding. No, I'm good. Have a good night, guys. Yep. Go find God. I'll pray for your soul. I'll believe. Keep looking for bitches to pick. Woo. Eat my dick. Anyway, I need to go get ready for this. You're mad. We were like yelling at each other like back and forth, and then they looped back around like towards my house. You guys see that? So all right. You couldn't like hear and see everything, but what do you guys think that was about?
well, there wasn't anything pleasant, I'm sure.
What about you, Melanie?
Like, I don't know. Like, this is something I would kind of expect a guy to try on me at a bar, and they might not expect you to like overreact. But like on the streets, it's not the same thing. So like, have they just been like kicked out of every bar?
Two men hitting on me, you think?
I don't think they're trying to trap. I don't know. I don't know how trafficking works, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's how they do it. They find people who look young and desperate. So I was like flattered, but they find people who are young and desperate to offer lots of money to and get them to start being their pimp or to pimp them out in the street. It happens all the time in my city. It's a huge issue. So it's like I noticed that they wanted to do that. So I kind of thought like for content, I would like interact with them a little bit. But then he like instantly jumped out of the car and put his arm around me. And like I made it clear that I was like filming things. And I think that like scared them a little. And then it's like it like registered like, oh shit, that's what they were doing. And I like knew it for a fact. That's when I started yelling at him, like, I'll pray for your soul, bitch, because like that's disgusting. These are very predatory men that live in my neighborhood. I know them. Trust me.
Well, knowing them is part of it.
That part of it, that was I didn't know those guys, but like, I'm familiar with the underworld of my neighborhood from my time being addicted to fentanyl and smoking crack.
I am just like trying to assume the best about people, and like maybe they have some sort of social dysfunction. But yeah, it's obviously very weird. And I can see why you would think
me
that.
Money to like get in the car, like it seems. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Do you think type R if you type H if you think they were human trafficking me? Type.
You can just do 0 or 1.
Oh, if you do not think they were human trafficking.
Right? You can do 1 or 2 as you can also make a poll. You can just make a straight up poll, right?
Yeah, I feel like really boomer with electron, just like
I don't know what the
command is. I know. Let me see if there's a new. Like I'm on StreamYard, the free version, so it's like it doesn't have the normal YouTube poll that I can do, but I think there's another way to do it.
So are these guys really that much different from the people online who think that they can pay you to do anything and that you won't have boundaries if they pay you enough money?
Yeah, no, they're not. No, it's just predatory people. And it sucks. They probably had like horrific lives themselves and were abused to be maladaptive and survive in a fucked up environment, because New Haven does have a very rough like underbelly, of a lot of people who are struggling to get by. It's a really like weird contrast city with like this huge wealth gap between like Yale and the residents. And there's a lot of dysfunction, that surrounds that. And it's really sad.
Yeah, by the way, that wasn't a situation that called for a gun.
Yeah, I did not feel that scared, but I also don't really get scared the way I used to. I like don't really experience that, and it's kind of an issue. But I don't know. It was broad daylight, and I was filming it. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Grab me, like, and, But you never fucking know. People actually do shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were gonna go at that level. I think they were just shooting their shot to see if they could like get me to be like one of their prostitutes, or if they could just get me involved in that world. It's whatever though. Sam, well, thanks. If they weren't filming, I think they would have pulled a gun. I mean, if it was night, and like I have had people be like way sketchier to me in New Haven, but it's a lot of like very young people. So anytime I've had someone try to rob me, they were often like a teenager who didn't know what they were doing. So that didn't feel that scary to me,
Also, people like if you are going to traffic people, you probably don't want to give people more reason to call the cops. And so I actually really doubt that they would pull a gun unless you pulled a gun first.
Yeah, and they looked like a little older, so they're not going to be like. There's a lot of like impulsive like teenagers who just like don't have like good structure, like
Yeah, but for them, their gun is literally their dick extension.
Older, they probably have like just some restraint. I feel like they'd have some restraint if they made it this long, Yeah. I don't think I'm allowed to own a weapon. I should look it up. Let's see. Am I?
Why wouldn't you be? Criminal record?
Because I was involuntarily institutionalized for 2 weeks last year.
Oh, that varies heavily by state. So you have to know what your state's laws are. I forget what.
Look at how nice Oh wait, I was like, church services near me. Am I racist? That I wanted to watch that. Am I racist? I couldn't find a free link for it. I'm not a Matt Walsh fan, but I just am like curious, just for the social. I don't know. To see what people are watching and talking about. All right, let me see. CT gun was for crazy people involved. Because
My
it
thing
is
is,
kind of
like,
a big deal to be involuntarily institutionalized for that long. I was the only one of 2 people in my whole unit who were involuntary, and the other guy was like this absolute insane criminal who was like running up and like grabbing women's bodies and had like no control. It was like me and him. I was like,
that's when you learn. That's when you learn how to throw an elbow.
involuntary psyche.
Regarding the Matt Walsh thing, by the way, like I think it's admirable that you want to watch it from the source, but like this guy doesn't debate any fucking buddy from the other side. He lives in his own echo chamber. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm no worse than him if I just listen to other people's opinion on the video.
Yeah, I was just curious, and like nothing was entertaining me, and I was like trying to find something, and I watched like a reaction.
Bitch, you have to DM me and be like, what can I watch? I have like a billion things you can watch.
Okay, well now I know
billions
that that's
and billions.
an option
People are saying
on the table.
People keep saying Melanie Cosme Fox knows all the best shows and videos.
Really? Okay, well send them my way because I have no shows.
I'm being like Trump. That was a bad Trump impression.
I'm so gullible. Okay,
Actually,
I'm
people do say
right now.
People really do say like I have really good taste in music. Even when like I'm not like when I just play my music loud, all my neighbors are like, just keep playing it loud. I like your music. I'm like, oh, okay. I was just pissed.
Well, send me some music or like post it on my Discord as a music section.
Yeah, I have to make that playlist because I
try not to just post K-pop because I like a lot of music that isn't K-pop. It's just like I hyperfixate on it.
I like music that makes me feel smart. Just kidding, but it's kind of,
I
like
used
with
to be so
percussives.
like elitist and be like, you know, like Sonic Youth, or like I only like the Misfits with Danzig, you poser. Like I used to call people posers all the time. I was like such an annoying little like
punk rock is like just like begs for people to start being like that. It's so weird, but like
yeah, because that's their social currency is in obscurity, like in obscure bands.
So has a probate
like the more
court.
obscure, like cool bands, you know, is like a connection. Like it says something about you. What's up, Scott, dude?
Were you found by a probate court to be mentally incompetent, or was this some sort of other procedure that got you institutionalized?
Well, what happened was I was arrested 3 times in 1 week and brought to be for a hold, and I got out twice. And the 3rd time, they did not let me go.
So you were just formed. I would say talk to somebody
who strapped me to a thing, and I guess I kind of knew this, but like it feels like it should be illegal. Without my consent, I said I do not consent to any medications being administered to me, and they administered like a shitload of like antipsychotics, like this huge needle. It was like out of a movie, like
yeah.
And I did not like it. Like, look at they make you fat. Like I'm still struggling to this day.
Yeah, I have issues with that, but when you think about it, like if someone is truly violent or whatever, and the only way to stop them from being that way, not saying you were, but the only way in theory to do that is to medicate them. You can't wait for them to stop being psychotic.
It was the right move. I was a danger to myself and others. I was completely out of this world. Absolutely. I'm very lucky I didn't die during that or hurt someone. I scared this poor family to death, but it was very
We need
bad.
to find a way to make that procedure where we're actually giving people meds that way, like less traumatic for the patient, because I don't think it.
Yeah, it was a heavily fucking traumatic experience. You don't know what it's like until you have your freedom taken away if you're arrested or institutionalized. It's kind of this like animal panic feeling of like needing to escape, and you literally can't. I couldn't smoke cigarettes either, and I was like.
And right now you can think like, okay, I'll go through that if I need to, right? But when you're actually in psychosis,
oh yeah, I couldn't make.
You're just gonna be acting on your fear of being in that situation again.
I was not reasonable. It was the right move to have me committed.
Sure,
it was traumatic as fuck, but it was absolutely necessary. You know,
so yeah, I'm not discounting that.
Complicated, like moral issue deciding when you can take someone's freedom away and what constitutes being mentally ill, but like. I was infringing on others' rights. So I think that's a very clear line that I crossed.
The real discussion is, should someone be allowed to be harmful to themselves or a danger to themselves? So long as they're not a danger to others, obviously.
Yeah, and I have mixed feelings on that because it's like, I've known people who are really sick and they're not thinking clearly. Right. And I've been like this where I'm not thinking clearly and making choices that could kill me. So... it's a really hard balance to know when you can infringe on someone else's freedom to like have them medicated against their will. But it's a very terrifying process to go through,
For sure.
especially when I was confused and like psychotic and believing all kinds of really weird things. And it's taken me a long time to get back to reality. And now I'm like still like coming back to reality, and I have to like clean up my apartment and like get my driver's license and do all the shit that like I should have done, but whatever.
I feel sort of the same way too with my mom, because I know that there's certain points where she just wouldn't be here. She didn't have an intervention, and she certainly wouldn't take it at the time. On the other hand, though, like I kind of do actually want to climb tower cranes that they used to build skyscrapers, because I trust myself. I know my body and I know my limits, but there's never going to be a world where that's actually possible unless I go through a million hoops.
Yeah.
So the point, like, I think there's more to life than just enjoying your life. There's also being safe and having a long and healthy life as well. And I think, so long as we're pushing these situations to absolute need and not like this person's not acting the right way, so we should do this to make them conform, I think we're at least minimizing the moral risk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough call, especially when it's someone you love that you're trying to make a call about. Like I've had to, my family's had police involved and like lots of institutionalizations and things like that. And so we're very familiar with the system. Yeah. And it's like,
I was institutionalized as a child.
Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine like as a kid.
It was nicer. It was honestly like I was in the children's ward. I was in a hospital bed. They were very nice to me. It was not like adult psych ward at all.
I believe in bringing back institutions, because it's like they shut them down and just started putting all the mentally ill people in prison. And that's how my brother was killed. He was a schizophrenic, and he was constantly getting brought in for these bullshit, like trespassing charges and like just really dumb shit. Like, and
we shouldn't be using a problem as a solution to another problem. Yeah. The real solution to these things is better supports on the outside. But
that's what they wanted to do and failed doing, because some people. Well, it's the differentiation between like people. I only want institutions for people who are seriously mentally ill and like incapable of making choices in their own best interest. It's like not. It would have to.
Yeah, I just don't think we've pushed that to the absolute like necessity until we've actually we have supports that are as best as they can be, regardless of cost and all this other stuff that we let get in the, like, especially conservatives let get in the way because they're so afraid of paying taxes, yet they spend so much on the military. So fucking
I know, seriously. So we can be like the world's police. Oy vey.
Well, it's because, like, honestly, this is my biggest problem against the far right. I'm an anarchist. I'm very critical of power. I think the more power you have, the more responsibility you have. Far rights and a lot of conservatives believe the opposite. The more power you have, the more authority you have, the more morally righteous you are, and therefore you should be allowed to do whatever you want with less accountability. And that's why you find a lot of far right wingers who are, quote unquote, take this loosely because it's not a specific definition, but fascists who just want to hoard power. They just want state power. They just want control.
I mean, a lot of the human experience fundamentally boils down to like a power struggle at the end of the day. Everyone's like trying to grasp for power, but I do think there's a difference between like, being an anarchist and wanting to flatten.
Yeah, I don't think the left is as guilty. Like, I just don't, because we just have more philosophies that check that power inherently. It's like feminism is meant to check patriarchal power and even has the capacity to check matriarchal power.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say though, I worked in a community mental health center, the ones that are like supposed to be helping the seriously mentally ill population, and it was just like this revolving door of people being put back out on the street, not being able to come to their appointments. Like, and we started a program where we were going to people who were homeless and meeting them where they're at, or like doing a bike exchange program where people can like help them with transportation. But at the end of the day, there are people who cannot function without extreme assistance, and there needs to be a system for that. And right now the system is a fucking wreck, and we need a system in place for people who temporarily need assistance. And right now, it's a revolving door at the Yale psych ward that I was at, of just you're in there for like 2 weeks, you're spit out. It happens to my brother over and over and over and over and over. like dozens of, just in and out and never having any stability to build his sanity back up, because he just spit back out into the community, where he was unable to actually get services, So we saw failures of the system so profoundly. That's why with the settlement we're using it for my family's nonprofit, that's going to be focusing on like some kind of mental health care reform or prison reform or,
I think the hardest part with like aftercare type treatment with these things is like the more unstable and more dysfunctional someone is, the harder it inherently is for them to like make another appointment, stuff like that. I know this personally because like I sound very functional, like my brain's working just fine, but no, I am incredibly dysfunctional on like a personal care and doing the shit that I need to do kind of level. Like, if I get
relatable.
Well, no, I'm serious though. Like I need someone to read through my paperwork to me, because these words should make sense. But when I try to parse them, because it's like my brain has these blocks against what I need to do. It really is like some sort of dysfunction. I have really bad executive functioning disorders as well. And what that gets,
I think it is like, because I have like looked into pathological demand avoidance. It's something I struggle with.
Can we psychoanalyze me after I'm done?
Of like,
Ruby, I'm reining it in. I just got to finish what I'm saying because it's not the right time to psychoanalyze me or you.
I thought you were bringing it to that place, but that's fine.
Sorry, I was making it a bit about me, but the point being that like once you miss an appointment, once you miss a phone call or anything like, and like them trying to communicate with you can be very dehumanizing. Peril, you need to mute yourself.
I keep muting him because he's just. Why do people do this when they just come on stage and just have like just muffling sounds for no reason? And like, why?
There's just lots of ways things can go wrong.
Actually, I'm the one that can mute myself. My bad.
And you're
That's
outside.
Okay. I just like, what the heck?
Try to block the wind. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is like when you don't make appointments, when you don't make phone calls, and there are plenty of reasons you can't, then they just stop trying to reach out to you. They're like, this person's a failed cause. We're going to stop giving them supports, to the point where my own building, which is supposed to support people with mental health problems, and I was assigned this building for my mental health problems, they don't talk to me about anything anymore. They don't reach out for anything. They don't give me any assistance or offer me any assistance. Why? Because I sometimes didn't answer my door when they knocked.
Yeah.
And their
really
reason was
through the cracks.
And their whole thing is like, from their perspective, there are people who are taking the services and there are people who are not. Why are they wasting time on the people who's not? Well, because the system is lacking so much humanity that it still has yet to realize basic logic. Like maybe the people who aren't responding need your help even more. But again, this is like, because we limit their funding so effectively, like the federal government might say, okay, you get all this funding, but then the state government says, you know what, we're conservatives. Nah, we're not going to let you do that. And all of these things start to conflict, and they have to do as much as they can with limited resources. And that makes them select the most likely positive cases that they can get results from, because then they can go back and say, we need more funding. But that means that there's people like me who end up just absolutely devastated. And that's where I am right now. I'm about to lose my place. I can't clean it for life. I need help with that. And I'm devastated.
Dude, what's your plan or what? I always feel
I'm
like
going to
I'm
explain
2 minutes away from being in that kind of scenario.
I'm going to explain to the court, the tribunal, that look, like I never had a chance really to pick myself up, because since my last term of homelessness, I've just barely started feeling like this is my place. And like the only reason I can't keep my place clean is because I keep losing stuff, and to look for stuff, I have to tear everything apart. I know.
That's like you've seen my room, right?
Yeah, I know I need better organizational skills and stuff like that, but I actually need someone who works with me where I'm at instead of telling me where I need to be, because I know where I need to be. That's not helpful to me anymore.
Right.
And that's the biggest problem, is like the system really only knows how to tell people where they need to be. It doesn't know how to work with them where they're at, and certainly can't make distinctions between cases with complex kind of personal details to them. Either I have executive functioning disorder and I can or can't do these things. And if I can't do this specific thing that isn't recognized by this whole spectrum of disorders, then nobody tries to help me.
That sucks. Have you done like a GoFundMe or anything? Like
I can't do that just because of disability and making money and stuff. But like this is the definition.
I could do one like on your behalf.
I can't receive the money. Yeah, but I can't receive the money without disability cutting my check down. It's crazy, huh?
We had to jump through so many fucking hoops for years to get my older brother on disability, and then they coughed up like $700 a month, which wasn't enough for fucking anything, and then you're penalized if you get any progress to get out of that. It's absolutely dumb, crazy.
Because they're so afraid that someone will get a job and stay on disability. Which, you know what? Like, it's so much harder to maintain a job with a disability. I think it's actually fine if people stay on disability while having a full paying job. Just my personal thing. I don't think they're sucking the system dry that way.
Mm-hmm. You're penalized when you try to climb out of it. Like, I had a job when I was working at that mental health nonprofit where we talked about cutting my pay so that I could still qualify for Medicaid, because I was getting treated for a lot of health issues at the time. So I opted to make less money so that I could get government health care. These, you just end up in these scenarios that are absolutely, you need to have incentives. Humans respond to positive and negative incentives. But ideally, we need more positive incentives to help people to climb out of poverty and not comfortably get stuck at this level where if you go up, you're fucked. It's,
you know what's crazy? I just reached a point in my life where, like, I've had like a lot of passions and aspirations. I finally just figured out, I do want to code for the rest of my life. So I'm going to learn how to code.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to go on LinkedIn, and I'm just probably like, I've heard that if you're a coder on LinkedIn, you can't not get job offers. So, and I'm already like 80% of the way there of what I need to learn. I'm just clamping down on like C++ stuff and stupidity and learning how to use stuff properly instead of as quickly as possible. So, once I come back around and actually can apply with confidence, I'll take the first job I can get. I don't even care. I'm disability.
Applying to everything right now. I'm applying to everything, and I know I'll get a job soon enough because I have a good resume, and the restaurants in my city are always hiring. So I'm gonna do whatever I can, because right when I started making money on my channel, I got fucking demonetized. Did you watch the Naptown video about me and Grace's falling out?
Yeah, is that Napstar, by the way?
I'm not sure. There's a couple like usernames who are like Naps, and I'm not sure if they're like connected to that. But it made me so self-conscious about like mentioning my Cash App now. But it's like, I got demonetized. I'm living off of these like little tiny donations. I was just about to get cat food fronted to me. I mean, my brother, I'm sure he has money and he's just at work. But the cats were like, they haven't had anything since breakfast. And I got to freaking out.
YouTube basically stole money from me. Dude,
I know. What the fuck? That better be there. When I get remonetized, that better fucking be there, or it's an issue. That's stealing.
That's why I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with that life whatsoever.
How did you got demonetize Ruby?
How did I?
Yeah.
I constantly have people who are like flagging my channel, just haters. But this time it was for repurposed content, which doesn't even make sense because I've only been live streaming for like months. I've just been doing live streaming. So it's probably one of my old K-pop videos. They don't say which one. So I'm not going to delete every K-pop video, the hundreds of videos, So I wish they would fucking tell me. The system is so
K-pop.
dumb.
So anyway,
repurposed content is what they said. So I have to make a video showing them my process, and then I can appeal it, but not until mid-November. And I need income now, so that's why I'm going applying. And in the meantime, the donations do help. So anyway, Cash App, Heck Cookies, you could be on the Board of Love. Or
wait,
Venmo,
I think I can write the thing in. What's the cashapp.com?
Seems like you love cats.
Heck Cookies. Oh,
So
also in the compilation, it made it
what
seem
do
like
you-
I have all these cats. I do not own a single cat. These are my roommate/brothers, and my neighbor's cats are sometimes the video when I'm walking through the.
How many cats are
Ruby,
there? Like
can you
two?
post-
There's two here that are my.
I thought there was only one.
I'm trying to get Ruby donations, by the way. Can you post the link into your chat? Because I can't figure out how to write the link. And then
It's just like $sign
gonna
Heck Cookies.
No, but for like the full Cash App link that will actually take them to because then I can copy it, I can save it, and then I never have to figure this out. Because I want to be able to post it in chat for you whenever you mention it. Sorry, I know it's complicated. It's just I've tried 2 times in a row to figure it out, and I think I fucked it up both times.
Okay.
Someone says it was probably Ben.
Cherry. I did. I got them. Well, I just gave them
Hello,
2 full
Terry.
cans, and then I have another can here. So thank you so fucking much. The male cat is very vocal though. He's a very vocal
Do y'all know the Thorps are live now, right?
What's that?
The Thorps are live now.
I
Like
mean,
finally.
we were really like hitting our personal best of not talking about them. We should keep it
Yeah,
going.
who
Yeah,
cares?
I know. I mean, I'm whatever. This all happened recently, so it's not like it's not on my mind or irrelevant. So I'm not trying to talk about them or not talk about them. If it naturally comes up, whatever. I'm sure that someone's gonna clip me like, I'm obsessed with you. I don't know. Someone said they were already restreaming my stream, but I haven't looked at their stream. I saw like they were going to meet Lalo because he's literally the only person that is willing to collaborate with them at this point.
And
Within
OPC.
like driving within driving range. So all right, let me find this link.
Lalo and Tosha. Wow. We all know who's gonna win that debate.
What is this? It's probably like, is it okay to beat your daughter? They keep doing these domestic violence debates, and it's like, really?
Who, Lalo? Lalo?
No, the Thorps.
Oh, Ben. Oh.
Mhm.
And they
I mean,
wonder
right now
why
he's
they get
speaking facts.
clipped saying stuff that they can't defend.
Exactly.
Right now he's speaking facts, like over there. But I stayed away. All I did is just like drop a comment and then move the fuck as far as I can. That's what I did.
Ben doesn't understand boundaries enough to talk about. Anyways, like I said, we should stop talking about this.
Well, no, I mean, it's not like we can talk about whatever the fuck we want. They're like probably restreaming this anyway, so I'm sure they would like start shit with me because they've got nothing going on except for me, bitch. You lost your little personal lol cow. Sorry, bitches. Go find a new one with lol cow Lalito.
They're repurposing your content.
I know. This is what drives me nuts. They are fully monetized. Have never been demonetized. Live streaming actual abuse. A-okay with YouTube. Me and my content, because I talk about like fentanyl recovery. Woo! Fuck that. Fuck you, YouTube. I'm so over that shit.
Yeah,
The
Google's
reason why they're not worrying about the TOS crap is because of me. Hey, Lily. But yeah, it is my fault that they always keep worrying about the TOS shit.
I just want to point out to St. Elmo's Fire, who probably doesn't think things extra steps, but you know, like it might be an open panel. That doesn't mean we have to talk about literally everything under the sun, right? Like there are certain things that we're just better off not going into, not rehashing, not putting emotional energy into the same thing we've already been through 100 times.
That dating stream was a whole scam. Sorry to say.
Well, we're making another one. We're talking about, so unfortunately next Thursday my cousin's getting married, so I'm going to her wedding.
Yeah, no more Thursday streams. This isn't working out.
Congratulations.
We can thank you. I'll tell her you congratulate. She's doing great. I'm very happy for her. So maybe we were talking about maybe doing it Sunday nights, do after Celebrity Sunday, or like a Friday night. I mean, we could try different nights, but I think we have like something there that we can work with, and I think more people will come once they see it, because the Thorps really alienated a lot of people from that dating stream, because people don't want to collaborate with a known abuser. Totally understandable. Totally understandable.
So you have a female cousin that is getting married?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Why do you say it like female cousin? Mm-hmm. Why don't you say cousin?
No, because she said it. That's right. What I was meant to ask was,
I'm sorry, like if she said no, actually I meant a male cousin, would that like have changed anything for you, or is it just like
oh no, because I wanted to say that imagine if she married to a man with a small peen.
Right. Yeah.
That's what
I figured you were being
a nice guy. They already have a couple of kids together. They've been together for like 10 years. They both work at the same restaurant that he runs, and she was a waiter there. And they both moved up and are running the place now and have a beautiful house a few towns over. I don't want to say any details about them because I still have like gross people who stalk and dox who are probably lingering around still. So
Pero just wants to crash the wedding and show up unannounced.
Well, also, every time I hear him like interact with someone who's in a relationship, he usually makes a comment about the male's peen. being small.
The guy
I
had
don't
a, the
Do you
guy
have
had
like
a
a
small
teen
penis.
thing? It's
I
kind of like
will
how Ben
interrupt.
talks about his being huge all the time.
But why is it like every time you
Ha!
hear about two
I
people
don't
being in a
know about
relationship
that.
that you don't even know? Like, are you just jealous that they're in a relationship or something?
Ain't nobody jealous,
I'm
Melanie.
just right, but like if let's say you said you were in a relationship, it's like, oh yeah, but you probably have a small peen, right? Wouldn't I seem
See,
resentful
Elmo, I have no idea
of the
how to run a
fact that
panel.
you're in a relationship? Like, put yourself in my
I
shoes.
know that's not true. I know that's not true.
Right. You don't actually know if that's true or not about her cousin. She probably doesn't know that either, right? So that's pretty weird to bring up.
Hey, Pero, your profile pic, is that the Undertaker?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
But yeah, that's it. That's the type of man that women date now.
Until
small
on
dick man.
Thursday.
Bro, okay,
No, not
incel,
Undertaker.
incel
Small dick
behavior.
man.
That's I
Nah,
knew it.
women date the Undertaker.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's the phenom. That's right.
Why are we talking about tiny dicks? I'm trying to move away from that from my femdom days of doing tiny penis humiliation. Like, why do we always circle back to tiny dicks? Let's try a new topic, guys.
You know
See,
how
this
many
is the thing,
guys?
The Thorps have like dominated and brought so much drama and chaos to my life. Like, now there's a little void. So I'm trying to think, what is the next thing, guys? What do you think I should do?
Debate. Speed debate with us,
Okay.
Ruby.
Oh, I actually would have. I do like debating, and I want to get back into that. But I was
You
just
can do,
really high and tired, and I was just like, I can't do it right now.
You can do music reactions, like react
dude,
to.
That's
start
hard too, because then I'm getting flagged all the time.
No,
You
start
know?
a Twitch. Twitch is more
Oh,
friendlier
I did
towards
start. I
copyrighted
start.
stuff.
Speaking of, I
Did you
Not if you
started
say VODs.
Twitch. Everyone follow my Twitch. It's Ruby_Spacek.
If you keep your VOD up, they'll mute it. That's like what they do. Also, like, by the way, Twitch is very much like if you get like this happened to me, if you get mass reported and banned, you can't like they'll actually just like stop you from even doing an appeal, not let you log in. It's very weird. Yeah,
Ruby
because
is
like
running her panel.
I did literally nothing and got mass reported after threatening to to do a single report on somebody who actually did something wrong. So all their fans came and did that, obviously, or some sort of hacker attack. And now just Twitch won't let me log in. So I can't even do an appeal. So, you know, it's a very broken system they've got going on there that people are going to learn how to exploit. And if you have a lot of enemies in this space, you're not safe. And my problem is that I piss off very unlikable people.
Yeah, you seem to have like beef with
Same
everyone.
here, Melanie.
Like,
I
what's
don't have
going
beef with everyone. Come on.
on?
We
Well,
all pissed off a lot
I don't
of
know.
people.
I feel like a couple of people are like, oh, like I don't know. I mean, I guess I have beef with everyone now too. So
All I'm going to say is
I
there's
don't have
like
like beef.
Me
But, you know,
too. Y'all ain't the only one. Trust me.
we the
There's kinda like-
controversial panel.
there's kind of like this gamer culture where like men like will bully each other or like stand by for bullying and just be like, yeah, man, like that's like that makes me that's just what we do. That's, you know, boys will be boys kind of thing. And then I call it out and ask them to
Like
do better,
Fresh and Fit.
and then they hate me.
Like Fresh and Fit. Boys being boys.
Yeah, they're an extreme example to be sure. Some people try to keep it more tongue in cheek, which is why they don't like me calling it out.
Because they know you speaking facts. That's right.
It's also kind of funny because I think it's like partially that I do that. Whoa, Ruby, there's two of you.
2 rubies.
Bitches.
Whoa.
Whatever, it's not my stream. I can't tell her to get off. Aw, we get to see the cat.
Oh, it's a cat.
I noticed that Ben did not pet that cat.
This is the
As
second one.
who's running the panel. We all know it's Ruby.
Yeah.
I'm technically here to rein Ruby in, though. She said it once.
Who's that? That's not Oreo. That's what's the other cat's name?
Oreo?
Is,
Wow.
so Oreo, this is
No, that's
Sweeney.
Oreo.
Okay, so just so you know, they do have a food bowl, and I gave them each a can of food, and then Sweeney was still going crazy, so that's why I just opened another can.
This is the second time I've seen someone calling a cat Oreo. That's the
It's a
second
very
time.
popular. Oh, look at that face. Sweeney's usually very skittish and doesn't hang out with me. Oreo is the cat that's all over me.
Ruby, I'm your
Probably
first
likes
Twitch
you, that's
follower.
why.
Yay, my first Twitch follower. Is
I
there
was
a
gonna say,
soundboard on
you-
fucking this?
I was
I
gonna
was
say on
expecting.
Kick, you can you can get away with pretty much anything copyright. I'm pretty sure, unless they've
Twitch,
changed that
nah.
recently. Kick. I said Kick. Kick. Kick.
I know, but since you mentioned Twitch earlier, I forget to mention say that. But Kick, I never used it. I don't know how to like set up the account.
It's got a lot of losers on there, but that's never stopped me from wandering into a space that's kind of hostile towards me. I
see.
really want to do karaoke so badly. Like I'm dying to do a karaoke stream.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Did you see? I've been hanging out with my buddy Jermaine, and he's been singing too. There's like something in the air. People are feeling very musical. Have you been working on anything?
My voice, you mean?
Just singing wise, like, are there any
Oh, yeah.
songs you like to do?
I've actually switched to only singing to female vocalists because there's slight differences now. I'm able to like notice and recreate because like men tend to like it's called edging their voice at a more medium range, but women wait till like they're a bit louder first. So those little differences are helping me feminize my voice just that much further. But I've learned to project since then, and it just makes it so much more fun to sing when you feel confident about it.
You have to, otherwise your voice literally tightens up. But like when I sang in a band, it was like screaming.
Yeah, and the
So
hard thing for me was
Courtney
that
Love, you know.
yeah, and the
That's my
hard thing.
words.
Sorry, the hard thing for
I
me
was
was like
expecting
my
for y'all to
resident.
showed up on Flow State's chat.
What's up?
I was expecting for y'all to show up on Flow State's chat.
I don't know
He's
if I've
live
ever
right
been
now.
there. What's he doing? I don't know what the next move is. Maybe we could do some karaoke here.
Ooh,
I would do a song.
Karaoke? I don't know about that.
Yeah, let me see.
But-
I like
Let's try
doing,
something.
like
Ruby,
like
one thing I know,
songs by
one
chicks.
thing I do know is right now he's having beef with Gride One. I think that's his name, Kirby, who I call Kirby.
All right.
Oh well.
So, by the way, my
Oh.
iPhone, it can eliminate vocals from certain songs, like a lot of songs actually. And when I get a mixer, I can hook it up to Bluetooth and actually, like, if you request a song, I'll download it and see if I can use the karaoke mode. It's really good. Like, you can actually choose how loud the other vocals
Really?
are.
Is there copyright on it? Because I don't want to get any more copyright.
Well,
shit.
that's what we were just talking about, Ruby. We were just talking about that for that reason. So if you get past the copyright stuff, then I can do that.
Let me just look up no copyright. Let me do. What's a good song? I feel like some Britney Spears.
Gypsy
No,
by
like
Fleetwood Mac.
Copyright. What's this?
Basic
good?
karaoke
Ooh, let's do
music should be
Carpenter. Or
copyright-free.
no, let's do something fun. Let's do Britney. Britney.
I won't know any of these
By,
songs.
the Pretenders.
You don't know Britney? You don't know
Oh,
Britney?
I forgot to say, why are they hating that that you used to sleep with men for free? I don't get it.
That's a
What's
very
that?
complicated question about Puritanism and sex and how some people only know how to shame people for being liberated with their bodies.
Is Ben
Particularly
angry
women.
that is Ben angry that he couldn't afford to sleep with somebody for free? Like, I'm just curious.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I guess.
he's always angry about something. He's like a very mentally ill man who is increasingly acting unhinged from the little clips that I've seen, like that are circulating. He seems absolutely unhinged and more like just a sad clown. And I don't know why Grace just keeps going with it. She's squandering her youth. It's so sad. It's so
And he
sad.
said that he respects prostitutes because they make money. I thought that community
He
was
called me a
about
sex
don't pay for
volunteer.
bucks. Oh wow. Like, I thought that community was about don't pay for bucks. I
He has
guess
no
not.
community. They have no one in their corner except Lalo, who was so thrilled when like me and Grace had a
OPC.
falling out and she went back to her abusive dad to get hit some more. And Lalo was like, I love this drama. Oh my God. He's such a psychopathic fucking simp. He's a psychopathic fucking simp.
My only
We're gonna do
interaction.
some Lalo reaction content when you see this awkward bitch get picked up. I am tuning in for that. You better bet your ass.
The
At
way
least
the
for
way
Venice,
Ben
he knows
told him,
bitch. He's so weird in person.
the way Ben told him that he was behind Lalo, like I was like, nah, man, nah. Like now he's kind of taking it too far.
I love how the cat is just perfectly in frame, like he's just one of the chatters.
That was zesty as shit. Filthy work.
You're one in 1,000, Ruby. They're never gonna find someone like you again.
Exactly.
I mean,
But
what other female knows how to? I grew up around very bipolar, like schizo people, so I can navigate that.
Me too,
but
Ruby.
who else is gonna want I don't know what they're doing.
Ruby, what made you decide to reunite with Grace?
What the fuck do you want? I'm not gonna fuck you, dude.
We're trying to help her.
You.
Like we're not gonna
What?
abandon her just because she didn't do what she wanted. Like what I keep advocating for is not reuniting with Ben. Just say all Grace, no Ben. It's like all gas, no brakes. All Grace, no Ben.
This guy, I mean, everyone runs away the moment Ben jumps on Princess dating stream. And I don't know what
because if I'm streaming, he'll say the N word with the hard R and act like it's okay.
For real?
Yeah, and Grace has Grace says he's a good streamer. I don't know how she thinks that when he just breaks TOS like a freaking clueless dumbass.
We know why. And like I said, don't be surprised
because he's racist. Yeah, it's not difficult.
Don't be surprised that an article comes out that Grace and Ben are fucking. Don't be surprised.
No, the article that's going to come out is that she's gone missing, and then 2 weeks later we find them both dead in a camper.
Actually, Grace will be missing. Ben is just. We know Ben is like a psychopath.
No one will be looking for Ben. No one will be looking for. Everyone will be like, "Where the fuck is Grace?" Okay, because this is actually one case where we need to have some white girl syndrome.
He might Chris Benoit her in the future. I mean, after the Chris, who knows? No, just saying, because I could see that they're crazy as hell. This guy smacking her ass and shit, like weird.
Well, yeah, he's like, I bet you he's groomed her to not have a strong sense of boundaries, because he does not act like boundaries matter to begin with. And
boundaries are like a total. That's like an issue. He does not.
And you know what I noticed in that video? He starts with saying, "Ruby, let's talk about boundaries." It's like, really, Ben? Would you like to talk about boundaries? I doubt it.
All out, unbuttoned shirt like this, being like, you're gonna die alone, bitch. And then he somehow brainwashed Grace into believing that was in my best interest, and they were just being nice. When they know I'm not banking on a family or kids. I didn't even want kids until a year ago. It's something that I'm open to, and I just started dating again. And that's
you should have 5 kids and be in a custody battle while you live in a camper with your 5
kids. God damn, that's too much.
He has no self-awareness at all. Grace has a little, so she actually does get embarrassed by him. That's why I've been a little blunt about things, because that's the only language she fucking understands. It's really sad.
Oh, and by the way, Melanie, how was your experience on the Raging Tomato stream last week, Monday?
Oh, it was fine. Nothing stood out to me. It was pretty. Sarah's a decent host, and everything went pretty smoothly. I
mean, I'm glad to see y'all up there without me. I mean, you already know the story.
This isn't any of my business. You have to talk to Sarah about this. I'm not going to get mad for you because this is what it was like when I started out. You swing and you miss, okay? And then eventually you get known, and then people start bringing you on more. You can't control these things.
I told you good shit does happen when I'm not around.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. No, that happens to me too. Pero, there's so many things that people invite me to and shit, and I just I didn't check my messages for a few hours, and then it's too late, right? That happens. It's
She's the type of woman that just caters to people that just send you money.
I don't think the audio is working.
You go. Oh wait, really? You can't hear it?
This woman is worse than Tree.
The music's
Like, I'm
going in
Oh
and
wait,
out.
you couldn't hear that?
The music.
Yeah,
You can hear the background music?
All right, one sec.
Ruby, we can hear it. We can hear you.
And it sounds like it's going faster than the original song.
Oh
God
yeah, it was
damn, Ruby,
copyright
you're
free.
looking
It's
great right
copyright
now.
free. Oh, thank you. Do you like my little? I did a little bow to be special for Celebrity
Yep.
Sunday. And I just
All
doing
of it.
I'm just this outfit is just my favorite leggings. You got that dunk. Oh wait, no.
Nice.
This is not the site. Oh my
You're
god.
just amazing. You just
I'm
put a
sorry,
smile on my face, Grace.
So could I try
Sorry.
to explain
Ruby.
what I
Yeah,
hear
Ruby.
going
that was
on?
wrong.
I just listened
You
to
just
the
put-
stream, by the way. Hello,
You-
I'm trying to help
you
Ruby
just
with her
excited
audio.
me.
Hello, I'm trying to help Ruby.
Okay,
I
so-
don't think it's just the song. I just listen to the audio. What happens is when you try to talk, it ducks the music so that way you can talk over it, and it's barely coming through.
Got it.
We might as well just sing. Let's just sing a cappella.
What kind of acapella?
Okay.
Well, that just means without
Oh,
instruments.
pretty baby.
I
I
don't know these lyrics.
shouldn't have let
Ruby.
you go.
Ruby, I'm sorry.
I don't really
Now
remember
you
the
had
song.
a sad day.
Ruby, I'm sorry, but I
This isn't
can't.
a punk
I
song.
can't use my Discord to or Twitter to just check on you because my laptop is destroyed. So I just letting you know right now. That's why I haven't been like live with y'all.
Okay, what's a song that I know that other people tend to know? Fuck, this is hard.
'Cause-
Gorillas. You know any Gorillas tracks?
I'm happy. I'm feeling.
I'm
good,
feeling
I got
glad
sunshine.
I'm sunshine.
I'm feeling
In a
happy.
bag, I'm useless, but not for long. My future is
That's corny.
coming on.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
You're corny, bitch.
People tend to
What?
know the corniest songs. Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm corny. Why am I corny?
For calling
My
us corny. That's
future
corny.
is
I know the
coming
rodeo
on,
song,
is
that's a good
coming
one. What kind of song is that?
on, is coming on.
Coming on is coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now,
Hey.
time for me is nothing because I'm counting no age. Now, you shouldn't be there. No, I fucking forget. Never mind. So close.
we
So
need to
close
learn-
at it.
I remember that. Oh my god, when did that come out? That was like early 2000s.
2001 or something.
You know what? If you wanted to work on a duo cover, Raw Sugar by Metric, like I've clamped that down every single note.
I don't know if I
can
know
almost do
that.
it exactly. I think you'll like it. I'll send it to you. It's a really.
Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna fix my hair real quick. My hair's looking. I have to readjust everything. Wait, I need the full screen for this. Sorry, guys. It's about me, and I can't even hear you. But keep
Unacceptable.
talking.
Unacceptable. I will not allow this.
Mm.
I'm quitting.
You look better with black
Yeah.
hair. So I don't know what Spicoli was talking about, saying that you look better with blonde hair.
You look fine. However, you feel most confident.
Mhm.
Like Jesus. Like
I like to switch.
you look
up
great
every
either way.
once in a while,
Like honestly, here's the thing, right? Like if you're actually pretty, the color of your hair does not matter that much. If you're actually
Facts.
pretty,
I'm ready for
your makeup
a switch
doesn't
up.
matter that much. You
I
can
think
fuck
I'm
it
a
up.
You have like a streak. What do you guys think of like a streak?
Ooh, like Rogue
Yeah.
from X-Men.
Yes. Yes.
Did you know that
'Cause I
there's
used to have
actually a
black and
genetic
white
disorder?
hair.
Sorry. There's
Oh, let
actually
me pull up my-
a genetic disorder that causes that kind of streak as well. That's why Tulsi Gabbard has it.
Oh yeah, I've
Mm.
seen that. It's actually some people leave it
The
in. And
nun.
it looks like super
It's
cool.
so hot. I love it.
Oh, there's that trans
I want it
YouTuber who has
too.
that. What's her
I
name?
have-
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
It
No.
is.
You know what's weird about my
Like
hair?
a
So
trans YouTuber who has that naturally.
I kind of have
Oh
it
my
on
God.
both sides. It's really
I need
weird.
to
Like,
look her up.
but it's hidden
Wait,
because
really?
my
Do
hair
you
is
dye
so.
it out?
No, so here's what goes on. My hair is
Would
really
you ever go
thick
back to
and
being redhead?
oh my god, I can't finish it saying anything.
Wait, tell us. Keep going.
Oh,
And
sorry.
everyone, wait your turn.
I thought you might have wanted to answer Stevie's question. Just like so, underneath my top layer of really dark brown and thick hair is a gray patch on both sides, and unless I like curl it out, then you can't see it.
Interesting.
But it's kind of messy too. It's kind of like a peppered. It peppers out towards the back a bit. as
I
well.
just started getting like more grays, especially these last couple of months. That's why I just dyed my hair again. To
I
like,
started getting grays when I was 26. I think it's because of stress.
oh my god.
I got some.
I only
gray hair
have a
because I
little
have
bit.
That got to be. It's
Well-
got to be stress, nothing else.
I have
No,
a
it can also be
birthmark.
genetics.
I have a birthmark on the side of my head, which I've had like a couple of gray hairs since I was
So-
like 9.
Oh, but you don't have like the blonde, like kind of alopecia hair?
Someone asked, "What do you play, Melanie?"
What do I play? I can play drums, and I can play piano. And
Oh,
then
you like drums? Guess I
Oh
need
yeah,
some
I've
lessons.
always been like, so when I was a kid, I was literally like counting beats and stuff like that. Just no one told me to do that. I just figured it out. Like, oh yeah, every 4 beats you kind of get like a
Hi,
repeat,
everyone.
right? But then it changes. And whoa, I like when it changes. Oh, okay. So sometimes you'll go 1, 2, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, well that's a different kind of rhythm. And then one day I learned that was timing. And so like, I don't know, my heart's always been with drums and just the kind of precision that you can have with that. Have you ever seen the movie? Fuck, I don't remember what it's called now. Whiplash, I think. It's all about
No.
drumming.
I think Whiplash is a scooter that I've seen in a commercial from
Okay.
Cartoon Network. Yeah.
in this one,
Alright,
if
this
you want to
is
see
a
some
person
wild
has-
drumming,
wait.
sorry, I'll finish up real quick. If you want to see some wild drumming, watch Whiplash.
So this chick actually has this patch naturally, and then she like dyes it. Here, let me hear this video explain.
Hello, little buttons. It is
Can you hear it?
Steph. Welcome back to my home. I am doing
Yep.
it. I should have done today. It's total common sense because I get questions about this literally every time I post.
I'm so jealous of
But I
like
don't
how
know.
big her
I
eyes are.
guess I thought I addressed this in a video I posted like 2 years ago called "My Face Wardenberg Syndrome."
Yeah, she has a she's really
Really
interesting.
nice
She has
shape.
she's so cool looking. Because she has a
She's got
condition
almond
that she
eyes
has-
on the inside, and
her
then like
eyes are
cat eyes on the outside.
super- They're super far apart too, and she has this natural streak. She just like is blessed to like naturally look cool as fuck. Like, and yeah, she's cool. I've watched her channel like on and off, but I forget what the condition is called.
which is pretty fucking cool. Thank you for that. But I only touched on
So I shit you not, when I was a kid,
Yes.
I wanted to
Which is
have hair with that kind of like coloring where I could bring down like my turn my bangs into kind of like sideburn, or I don't know what you call that when you do that, but then like put everything else back. And you know, my mom was like, "No, you're a boy. Why would you want that?" Right? Like not even thinking like, I wonder why my boy wants to do some of the things that girls want to do. Like this is I guarantee you this is how I would have wanted to look as a kid.
I for a long time did have that look. I did white bleached hair with black underneath. I've been posting some old pictures on my Discord because I'm ready to go for something different with my hair. I've been dark for a few months now. So I don't know. I'm just not sure. I don't want to bleach it fully because that's such a fiasco, but I'm thinking either a bleached strip or like a lighter shade of brown or auburn. I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
I'm ambivalent, to be honest. I think red does look good on you, especially red and black, just because of your lighter skin tone. But other than that,
Oh, she used to
Just
be
be-
red.
just
Let
be
me
lucky.
formulate.
like, do you normally does your hair stay healthy after you dye and condition it?
Shake
all I'm
that
gonna say.
thing, Ruby.
Mine doesn't. I can't even I can't even lighten my hair slightly without it turning to straw. And so I like kind of not dyeing it because then I get natural highlights in the summer and it even goes kind of red.
Madonna is great, but I heard she said some fucked up shit, so I don't know. And Drake is a piece of shit too, cause this guy been disgusted because Madonna kissed him, right? But I guarantee you, if Madonna was a minor, Drake wouldn't mind.
So my separation from artist and the art, good question. Should we appreciate the music or care about what the artist said? I have a bunch of songs that I actually really like because the music is just so talented. I don't care. I don't care if it's like religious even. If it's good, if it's like actual, like if there's a lot of effort and passion put into it and you can hear that, then I'm like, how can I not like this? But there is also like I have a threshold, right? Like if someone starts saying a bunch of shit and that colors their work for me to the point where I can't hear it the same, then if it's not good enough, then it will kind of like discolor it for me as well. God damn it.
Well, it's like that punk band.
If you have a
Screwdriver.
motorcycle and you go around like screaming your fucking motorcycle engine and shit like that in the city, go fuck yourself.
Right, so annoying.
I think you deserve to get punched in the face. Not by me. I'm not threatening anybody. But you deserve to get punched in the face by every baby that you wake up.
What was
damn.
that band
That's
Screwdriver? They started out as a normal
yeah.
punk band, and then
I
they
liked their
broke
first
up.
record. Cause I'm
Well, I mean,
so short.
so they
I like that song.
they broke up, and then the lead singer basically, without even the original members, became like a huge white supremacist and just chose to use the name for some dumb reason instead of coming up with a name of his own, and he pretty much tarnished that band's entire legacy. Like even the former members like disavowed him and everything. I think he ended
even
up,
for like System of a Down. Sorry, I thought you were done.
oh, I think he God, how'd that guy die? Did he get hit by a car or something? Like,
I actually don't know about that.
yeah, he's been dead for a while. Oh, go ahead.
So for System of a Down, like I really love their music. I used Surge to kind of learn how to project my voice because I am kind of in his range, as a guy voice. But anyways, the way they kind of like split and like the whole disagreement between the one singer and the other, I can never remember the other guy's name, really just kind of like, I don't know. I don't look forward. Like they came out with some new music recently. I'm not big on it because it doesn't feel like it's going to turn into anything. And I do like listening to artists knowing that there's going to be more coming out of them working together and that I'm going to get more of that type of music. And when they split up, then it's just kind of like, well, that's it, I guess. Maybe I can watch some live performances, but I generally don't like the audio quality of those. I'm an audiophile. This shit really gets to me.
Hello, Fang. So
Okay. All right. Wait, let me pull this thing back up. I want to see I forget what the condition's called. Oh, wait, I wanted all of us here.
all about white hair, step,
Discussing my white hair and
whatever
answering
that
as many
last name is.
questions as I can about it. I actually asked on Instagram what your questions regarding my white hair were, and we're just going to go through a list and answer that. Okay. Before I get into that, I want to let you know if you are a viewer of mine and not just a new viewer that is stumbled upon this video. I am going to be in Wisconsin today. Actually,
Is this sped up? I can't follow what she's saying.
this is recorded. I have been invited to the
What does she look like?
She
Doja
just
Cat?
talks quickly. So yeah, I forget what her explanation was for the condition, but she has it naturally, and then I think she just highlights it to enhance it. It's kind of like there's that model who has vitiligo.
That's probably what I should do because where my hair goes gray, it just dies anyway. So there's no point in me keeping the hair around there super healthy. Which is the main reason I don't dye my hair.
Bleach money streak. This will be my goal for I'm still in Grace's goal. I want to raise money to bleach my hair and to do a streak. I think I just want to do that and just have it be a white, not a ton, or do white at the ends, all at the ends of the layers. Let me see.
Maybe a streak on just one side, or
yeah, or just on one side. So let me see.
I don't like how it arches in the front like that.
Oh, this is cute too.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the opposite of how my hair was before. It was bleached on top. Let me pull up a picture. See if I could do that without dog.
My hair would frizz like crazy out of that if I didn't use hairspray. I have the frizziest hair because it's semi curly. It's wavy, but not it doesn't like to cooperate.
My hair's naturally really straight.
No, I wish I had naturally straight hair. Go fuck yourself. No, if I had naturally straight hair, my life would be so much easier.
Here, let's look at my old hair colors. Let me see.
Black hairs are amazing.
I was blonde, but I was fat when I was blonde recently.
Also,
let's go back to my original. Oh, I know how to shave my hair.
Hey, A-Team, you're probably a Mark Wahlberg fan because he likes blonde too, just like you.
Neat.
Ruby, your hair looks better in black.
You're gonna see this is my first YouTube video is on hyperstophilia. I think we're gonna do an update video for that. But it's been so much that they actually. What did I do?
Whoa.
That is such Avril Lavigne hair.
Wait. Oh my god, why did it go away?
I remember that person.
Were you an Avril Lavigne fan at the time?
No, I thought
Avril
she was a
Lavigne.
poser.
Oh, okay, she was.
Oh wait, this is the wrong video. Oh my god, I'm too high for this. Okay. Why did it go away? No, I never liked like
Yeah.
pop punk. I liked like old punk bands, like I liked like the
No, I was
the
just
Rolls, the
kidding.
Clash.
Just because she was doing that hairstyle around the same time. That was just the joke.
Yeah, let me show you.
Because Pero
Well, no,
said the
this is
thing
only
about
6
you
years
must.
ago.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Huh?
No, it is. I was making fun of Pero.
What?
I was making fun of what Pero said about 18 and applying it to you. But anyways,
Oh, this is when you had braces, even.
I got braces when I was 27.
I had braces from 2008 to 2016 for years.
you just wanted to be able to fool some guys to think you were younger.
It worked
God
out great 'cause I
damn.
was doing webcam modeling at the time, but it worked for. I ended up doing more femdom stuff. So
Also,
Yes.
I'm sorry to ask. I've always wondered, just as someone who also gives head, but does it get in the way, or can you still kind of?
I
do it?
didn't have any sex at all when I had the braces. That was during my celibate period.
Do you think it would? Because I like.
Oh, 'cause
I don't have any reason to know, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, Spicoli talking about that she looks better in blonde. I'm like, hey, yo. And now you have A-Team doing the same.
You can't please everybody. Just do what your heart wants you to do.
So
This
is like
A-Team
a
guy,
different
I
apartment,
guarantee
right?
he's a Mark Wahlberg fan.
That's my
You
last
can't
apartment before I
please
moved here.
Pero and Spicoli at the same time. Might as well
think
just do
like
what you want to do.
Oh, I know. I think just like maybe I am just on this side or right here on this side. Yeah.
God damn, is that a
or
monkey?
at the ends. That's Nicholas Cruz. He was a mass shooter, but in the video I'm talking about how he got like fan mail in prison from. There's women who have a condition.
I thought
called
you were saying you were
hyperphilia.
gonna like do half of your head like his hairstyle there for a second.
Oh no! When I was like 13, I had like a
manic
Chelsea
school
haircut that
shooter
was that
pixie haircut.
short in the back, and then I just had like bangs.
No, that's just straight up bipolar school
so bad.
shooter.
Oh, and there's
there he is.
There was someone on the dating show that was just like him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that
He's like,
guy.
"Ah."
Here, wait, let's watch that.
Nice eyes, Ruby.
Oh, wait, no, I don't want to watch Grace's channel.
Nice eyes.
Oh, wait, I do kind of want to see if they found Lalo yet, because I want to see how cringy he acts when they meet up. He's so weird in person.
I love how you thought
He's
of
also
all
like a
weird
lot
in person.
smaller than Grace, I think.
We all weird in person, Ruby. It's okay.
Also, did you guys see Celebrity of the Week? Whoever my top donor is of the week gets to be the celebrity special treatment. This week it is Psychoman90. And people are also on the board of love because I really do appreciate all the donations. It's helped me vastly. So I want to show my appreciation as much as I can. Rupees. Just look at how she looks and just like, oh, that was when I was a redhead.
Redhead.
Thank God somebody
like
brought this up. How was your experience with Jesse Lee Peterson, Ruby?
I fucking love him. And I've been talking to them about going back on this show for round 2, but they want to do more like feminist debating. What do you want? I'm not going to fuck you, dude. I'm not going to sex with you. Like,
Pretty
I'm
sure
sorry,
that
your
dude's
dad
got
needs to
dementia
fix
by
you.
now.
Have you heard that he got exposed, Jesse Lee
Oh.
Peterson?
I heard about that.
Several
That
times.
he's into guys. Yeah, he's into guys.
Hold on, let me deal with this cat. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And the only reason that's worth bringing up is because he's such a homophobe, like such an outspoken homophobe. He's like the base conservative. He really is.
He had the nerve to call people beta while he's the main beta himself.
All I'm gonna say is Grinder at this RNC right the hell off.
I'm pretty sure that dude, he's like a great grandfather now. That dude's got to have like dementia, especially when you watch like old interviews from him from like 20 years ago and stuff.
I was surprised because this is Jesse Lee Peterson. Like, this guy's supposed to be like the next alpha, king. But ever since I heard the article, I was like,
Your first mistake was taking the way he describes himself seriously, because I don't think he's very self-aware.
Who, Jesse Lee Peterson?
Yep.
At the
I never
time, I
seen
was
the
like,
same
even
sense.
more like far left, and like I've always found him to be just like charming. I can't, even though what he says,
Right.
is
You
a
can
lot
be
of, like,
charming,
really bad
but-
shit. He's like low, high key, like hilarious. And he said I was a nice lady. We had a very positive interaction, and then they asked me to come back on, but I was still pretty fat and I had half a tooth. So I said, wait until I lose 30 pounds and get my tooth fixed. So now I've lost the 30 pounds and I got my tooth fixed. So we've been talking, but they want to do, I think, more of like a debate. So I could do like a feminist debate. I'm not sure, but stay tuned.
Oh, we should do a
Let
tag
me
team.
see
Bring
the-
me on.
And
Bring me
he
on
had
for a
the
tag
nerve.
team.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Freaking,
This guy,
Yeah.
As
this
long as
guy,
they don't mind me doing it remote, of course.
this
'Cause I
guy now,
can't
Mike-
go to the States.
Oh yeah, it would be a remote. I don't know.
this guy now
Mike-
says the most stupidest shit that I've ever heard in my entire life, saying that
You think
sex
Reddit? Because
makes,
also,
that saying that sex makes people smoke pot. I'm like, what does weed have to do with sex?
No,
This
it's the
guy
other
just
way
hates sex
around.
because
Smoking
he's
weed
kinda
makes you
gay.
have sex.
Hey, that's what Jesse Lee Peterson said. It can make people smoke pot. Like, what does that have to do with anything? He just hates sex because he couldn't afford sex back in the day.
I think
Like, that's
Yeah,
what it
don't
comes
ever
down to.
expect them to realize that just because you can imagine something being true doesn't mean it's actually true.
Exactly.
the people at his company, I think, are just propping him up just to keep the show going.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possibly disabled people exploitation. I don't know what else to call it, but
That was the most stupidest shit I ever heard in my entire life. And I wanted to debate him ever since he said that shit on a debate with Alex from Play with Fire. Like, I really want to debate this guy. Because he can't get away. That's the most stupidest shit I ever heard in my life.
anyone can call in his show. I actually called in semi-recently just for fun. I didn't even post it anywhere, but anyone can just call in and talk to him. But I guess he also sets up like debates. Like for this debate, I got it because they just couldn't find any other feminist who wanted to debate him. Like at the last minute, I guess someone
Now you can
dropped.
say
So
you
I
got-
just thought it was like a lucky break.
Yeah, Pero, you can call in and ask him about his peen.
I know his dick's small. I don't need to ask it because I know it's small.
He's interesting though. He's a very
Pero, is there
interesting
anybody who
guy.
isn't you that has a big dick? Just curious.
Huh?
Do you think of anybody who isn't you that has a big dick that you know of?
The people here that I know that has a big peen, easy, simple. OPC.
You think OPC is it?
How would
he
you
just
know
texted
that?
me. I forgot.
Hey,
OPC
I don't
texted
need.
me. What did he say?
I can tell because unlike Dalmatian or Dorkmatian, I never heard OPC complaining about Grace for hours.
So when I accuse people of small dick energies, I just want to let you know that also applies to you a lot of the time. So when you accuse people of having small dick energies, it's just a little bit ironic.
It is not ironic. It's just the way I get at certain vibes from people, the way I see them, how they look and how they move.
Likewise.
Small dick energy all day.
Likewise.
Yeah, so when you're like kind of agitated,
can't
coming
hear
in
this.
hot, like yeah, I have it on mute because we're just looking at my hair color. Also, that's my beta fish
Actually-
right in the background because it's like a joke like beta, and that beta fish died recently, and I blame Ben Thorpe and
Actually-
the stress from all of that.
I think
Wow.
you should do black with the red
Benjamin.
bangs. That way you can.
Ooh,
do-
like red. Oh, that could be interesting looking.
Actually,
Like,
Ruby,
red.
isn't your mom's dog? That dog's pretty well hung, actually, isn't he?
Yeah, he has like a really
my
big
God.
dick, and the dick is so big that the dog.
TMI.
My mom has to wipe its body
Whose
down.
dick is so big?
My mom has to wipe the
TMI.
dog's body down.
Not
After it
Jesse.
pees, it gets all over it.
TMI.
Bro.
Not Jesse for sure.
If it was a human, it would be like this. The proportions are like this.
Dear chatters, I'm sorry if you were eating right now.
The proportions
that's
of
really
the dick are
gross.
like
No,
this.
no, it don't matter. Don't feel
So imagine
disgusted.
it, like,
'Cause we
let's
all
just,
feel
like,
disgusted
pee
too,
like
but
this,
we
and
get
it,
used to it.
sprays everywhere.
No, if I was
Like, it
eating right
gets
now,
all-
I'd be putting my fork
yeah.
down. Just on principle.
It's called not overthink it twice, Melanie. It's called not overthink it.
I'm half
You know, I
kidding,
started
but I'm
watching
also
something
not.
scary that was like so scary I had to turn it off. Maybe we can watch that because like I was actually super freaked out by it. Like it's this video of this guy named Schoolboy9 who was like, I don't know, actually no, I don't want to
A
watch it.
failed rapper.
No, he's like some weird pedophile. I don't want to watch it actually. I don't like it. I can't.
failed
It sounds
pedophile
can't
emotionally
bullshit
draining.
anymore.
It sounds like
Speaking
emotionally
of
Exactly.
failed
draining.
rappers,
Guide
It's
me
something that makes
towards
you
healing.
and something that makes you like hate humanity. There's this new video out called from something called the All Right Playbook. Since you were a leftist, I was wondering if you'd want to watch it just to see if you agree with it. If maybe you see some of
Oh,
these
sure.
themes around. I'll post it in this. Does StreamYard chat allow links? It does, right?
I think so. I might just have to like
So
copy and
annoying.
paste it.
I think,
Everyone was
if
rooting
you're
for
a
me to dye
mod,
my
you
hair
should be able
dark
to.
though. everyone was rooting for me to dye my hair dark and was like happy. And also, that's why it's
It is
long, 'cause
dark.
when it's bleached, it gets shorter because the hair like just crumbles off. Once you bleach
is
it,
dark,
can't get
Ruby.
too long.
Your
Ruby,
hair
it
looks
is dark.
thicker with black.
Dark like your shirt.
I don't know. I'm torn, but maybe just like a streak. I could always go back.
I could see a little brown streak, but it still looks dark to me.
All right. What's this video? The alt-right playbook?
Yeah, it's really good.
I think I've
only
seen. I
highlight-
just watched it. Is it Innuendo Studios? I think I just watched him the other day.
You watched his new video already before me?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bitch.
Okay,
You
so
think
I got
I'm trying to pay more attention to the left again and see what the commentary is like because I've been in such a more
Okay,
right-wing
you're curious about
space.
Matt Walsh. You're curious about Matt Walsh. Do you watch Jose, the channel Jose?
Oh yeah,
He
he's
actually
good.
follows me. He
For
he
fuck's
follows me back.
sakes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can we watch the Flow State live stream right now?
I came up in the left, baby. Okay, I'm
Okay,
still left.
no,
I'm
dead
a little
domain. You know,
wayward.
you
as
probably
certain
don't know
people
dead
say.
domain. Dead domain, right?
No, I don't know
I've
if I
heard
know
of-
that.
I've
Okay,
heard
we
of
got to
them.
check this out because this is the Am I Racist review.
Oh, okay. Wait, are we watching the Am I Racist review or something else?
I vote for me. I vote for my content.
Okay. Well, we can do both because I'm not like intentionally avoiding Thorps, but I don't want to do like a react back and forth into infinity like last Sunday. This
Yeah,
one's gonna be a little more
we've
chilled
had
out.
enough content.
Like I'm okay with a little Thorpe tent. I do want to react to Lalo in person, but beyond that, no thank you. I'm trying to dethorp, move on to my next topics, my next interest, and who wants to collaborate because they scared my friends away from the internet forever. Okay. We're all Thorped
think
out.
you
Yeah, it
have
was a
to
weird
earn-
turn for my channel in general. It was a weird
It is
turn for
kind
me
of
to
an
take.
interesting. I was not expecting that turn in your channel.
No, I don't. Yeah, it was completely fucking out of nowhere because I asked Grace for an interview and they invited me on the dating show and really liked how I performed and wanted to collaborate. And they were close by. And I was curious to see how much is real, how much is trolling. And yeah, curiosity killed the cat. So
I just wish Giggler and Cam would come back.
they will to my channel, I'm sure. But like, I don't want to try to pressure them on anything YouTube oriented right now.
Right.
I'm trying to keep my IRL a little more separate. I have my downtown friends like Jermaine and Fernando who love being on and they love like getting like chips and soda and stuff for like singing. They're all about it. So that's been fun having them on. But yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. Are we watching Am I Racist?
The
Sure.
second link.
Am I what?
Plus that
Am I
domain's
racist? I have to share a different tab.
Yeah, you're right, Stevie. We're all torped out.
Or even confident.
I'm twerked out.
Hey, remember Mr. Birchum, a series that pretty much only exists now to remind people how truly soul-crushing adult animation could be? Or how about Lady Ballers, only made raunchy
Oh, that video.
comedy that was neither raunchy.
I did
Even
a
though they
review
never
with
did
the
nothing
truthful
personal to me.
transsexuals about that. We did a review. It was terrible. It was just like not funny. And in the end, Jordan Peterson is like, "Yeah, you're just confused." Ta-da, at the end. Yeah. I don't watch them as like a fan, but I'm curious to hear from everyone. I like to explore all ideas and see where I land. I'm very open-minded at this point, but I don't want to be so open-minded. My brain falls out.
And none of these comedies have the ability to make themselves the butt of the joke. It's always preachy. It's always leftists are so terrible. Oh my God, we're so good. We're so pious and holy.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, if
I feel
leftists
like
did
the
the
left
same
does
type of
too.
thing,
Wait, no, the left makes fun of itself. Like
we make
pushing
way
18
better
says,
comedy.
don't put
love
dark,
it.
The left
evil,
have it
negative
unlocked
things
with
in your
like
head.
art.
Jada,
If you pay close attention to Whitest Kids You Know, it's a very leftist comedy.
Oh yeah.
Oops. God damn it. Why am I such a fucking boomer?
One of those guys
Oh, you're
died
just
on the
high. It's
show.
okay. You're just high. Blame everything on the marijuana now.
Tim, brevity is the soul of wit. So
Not
next time
high
you make
enough.
a 2-hour plus vanity project, maybe trim some out a little bit, okay? You're putting a wig on Matt Walsh. You're not taking a ring to Mordor, honey. And you might remember my little Daily Wire over my review of Lady Ballers, which, despite reaching pretty high in Google results and on YouTube right after the film's release, was very quickly copyrighted for just using footage from the trailer, but that's okay. That's all in the past. I'm not bitter over it. No, I'm bitter over the fact that they put out a new movie, and this time it's in theaters. Granted, I've seen some real talk water movies this year, including the Christian nationalist propaganda piece about the Bible being illegal and the Green Spirit Halloween Costume Department bonanza that was The Firing Squad. So how will Matt Walsh's latest foray into pretending to be a documentarian up against those? I don't know yet. But just based on his previous work, I'm willing to bet it'll be another limp approximation of Borat filled with confirmation bias and Matt and his team editing interviews out of context to support their arguments facts. It makes sense that
Ruby, your audio is kind of scuffed. Basically,
Really?
anything you've been sharing has kind of had scuffed audio.
Of What is a Woman, the film that led to the
Yeah,
viral.
I don't remember it going in and out like this.
Why? Is it getting picked up? Like,
What is a Woman is also notable for having lied to its subjects to get its interviews, which most
I honestly couldn't tell you because I've never used StreamYard.
I highly recommend Jesse Gender's video on Matt Walsh and What is Woman. I consider it kind of the definitive breakdown of everything.
Maybe if you set the output for your like if you're using a computer, make sure the output for your actual computer is the same as what you're listening to through StreamYard.
I actually like never use my laptop. That's why I'm like such a boomer with it, is I like almost never use it. And it's also like a touch screen, so I'm always like, you know, messing shit around. Can you believe I majored in computer science? Like that was never gonna happen. All right. I need my lips better. You do coding though. That's your, you know, you do all the coding for like logos and stuff is awesome.
Ah, thank you. I just enjoy being colorful.
Right? The world is so fucking boring. Like be colorful, be fucking weird, be cringe. Let it all hang out. You know what I mean?
No matter how weird we are, it's still gonna bring chaos. So it's better to stay normal.
Right. I'm like, I got so used to the chaos and like the high stimulation of like being in the Thorpe universe. And now I'm like, I don't know what to do. Cause I was like just constantly dealing with bullshit from them and like them showing up and wanting to be at my house like every day. You know, it was super fun at the time, but like, oh my God.
Speaking of Torsha, Torsha is live too.
Oh, really? What's she doing?
Yeah, I don't know if she's still live, but I heard that she's about to debate Lalo.
Ooh, we should watch that.
Yeah. Let me guess. It's about politics again.
I don't
The guy.
understand. Oh wait, but we can't. My audio is so weird. I don't know why.
The guy kicked me off Grace's channel just to talk about politics. That is the lamest thing I ever seen in my entire life.
Hey Ruby, can you do me a favor? Go to the audio settings in your computer, whatever through your taskbar or whatever, and just see what device it's using and make sure it's your headphones.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to, I don't want to ask what operating system because that could actually be a security risk, but you know, go to settings first and then just follow whatever brings you to audio.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it last time.
Choose where to play sound. Apps might have their own settings. So I want the sound to be coming into where?
Okay, so I figured out what you're using. Just click the speaker icon on your taskbar. Okay.
Okay.
So now you have the volume thing and it tells you what it's using.
Hold on. Okay. What the fuck? All right, sorry. I was trying to just share the screen, but all right. So I want it to be going.
Click the speaker icon on your taskbar.
So I'm in the sound settings, and it's like choose where to play sound. So I don't know what is the issue. What do I need to change?
Yeah, I think I misled you. Again, click the speaker icon in your taskbar. That's the bar at the bottom of your screen.
Mm-hmm.
You normally use that to adjust volume anyways, and it should tell you what you're using.
Microphone access on.
No.
I just don't understand why it's like scuffing the audio.
I'm trying to make sure your laptop isn't actually playing the video through your speakers, which would be conflicting for noise cancellation. So,
more power to y'all. For y'all, y'all still have y'all laptops. Now, more power to y'all.
So you know how you normally turn up the volume on
You know
your
what? I can just
computer
add it on
with
my
the
phone.
speaker
I'm gonna
icon?
work on my phone.
I'm wondering if having the phone is doing that because you have the extra.
No, because you have to play it from the phone as well. Unless, like,
Gotcha.
if it's playing through her laptop speakers, which I'm trying to make sure it's not, then it noise cancellation, the phone would make it worse. But we need to figure out which sound hardware she's using, and I'm trying to tell her to click on the speaker icon in her taskbar.
I'm gonna see if I can just pull it up on my phone, and maybe that'll. Because I can enter the studio on my phone and maybe pull it up that way. We'll see.
Is your phone going to play it over its speakers?
Oh, I thought it would just go into the studio, but maybe that's not even gonna work.
It will, but it might also try to play it over its